Hi everybody, this is Sheila. Welcome back to the Crochet Nurse channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Winter 2021 Crochet Exclamation Point magazine. I can tell you by far the Crochet Exclamation Point magazine is my favorite so far out of the magazines that I've subscribed to. And this one is a little bigger than the other ones that I've gotten actually, in that there are so many patterns in here that I've had to split it in half. So we're going to have a part one, part two, not because I'm trying to drag it out, but because there is, as you see, 27 patterns in here. And so we're going to split it out. I mean, they're counting little things too, but you'll see as we get going that there's a lot in here to take a look at. And if you've not subscribed to this magazine, or you're trying to figure out if you want to or not, this will kind of give you an idea of what's in there. I generally almost always can find items that I want to work in here. So just FYI. So let's get going. So right on the front, we're in the winter, obviously, so we're looking at Snuggle Up, plaid stripes, and right on the cover we have that pretty Afghan. Let's see what we got going on. So we're going to skip past a little of the advertisements and kind of give you a quick peek at some of the stuff that is inside. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Okay, first up we have this classic plaid Ruana. That is our first item. Plaid is the trend that comes back year after year. This year, skip stranded color work and try woven surface crochet instead, creating an eye-catching marled look and working double time by holding 2 strands of worsted weight yarn at once, which is very cool. To create this project, there is no seaming involved. Let me pop over to the other side so you can see what it looks like there as well. I kind of like it. Not sure I'd wear it. See, that's the thing about some of these things. I like looking at them, but I don't know if I'd wear them. So let me see. There's another view of it in here as well. That's a close-up look at it. Kind of give you an idea. And there is that piece there as well. So let me go back for a second, because in looking at that, it is usually say a size 4 yarn, and they're categorizing this as an easy, and it is using Cascade Yarns worsted weight. I think it takes some time to make it, but if you like Ruana, there's your first picture there. Next up, we have an easy peasy cowl. As I've said other times, I really don't make cowls, but I do like the simplicity of this one here. If you struggle with patterns, I'm going to tell you, I read through this pattern. It is like 3 instructions. It's basically a whole bunch of half double crochet and then adding buttons on the end. That is it. And they're using Lion Brand Woolies medium, size 4. They use 2 skeins, so it's 400 yards to make that. And then they just tacked on 3 buttons. That color is really cute for her. Yeah. Let's see what we got next. Next is a headband. They are calling this the Peacock Headband, or Pheasant's Tail Headband, but then I'm not surprised when I read through it, because they're using Red Heart Unforgettable medium weight size 4 yarn. So we're looking at, I think one of their colors is peacock. It's very pretty. This warm, colorful, and rich in texture headband can be done in one afternoon and would make a lovely gift. It is saying it's an intermediate, and the reason they're calling it intermediate is because it is or has a puff stitch. But like Crochet Magazine always does, they do a really good job of giving instructions in there how to do. There's the whip stitching it together, and up above they talk about how to do the puff stitch. All right, moving on, digging this next item. Look at that. You guys know I like home stuff. That is a huge poof. Huge. So when I read through this, so it's using a size 6 weight yarn, which I don't even have. I'd have to buy some. They're using Bernat Softy Chunky, 9 skeins. So it's over almost 950 yards to get this done with a size L hook. Looks super easy, but they're calling it an intermediate. Finished size is 14 by 20, and they're stuffing it with fiberfill. Pretty cool, huh? I like seeing stuff like this in the magazine because I really like doing the home stuff. I don't know if I'd make it in that color. That wouldn't match my living room, but I do like it. Do like it. Like it, like it. Next. More home stuff. You guys know I like that. So this is called the Hourglass Pillow. This pillow, it says it's super easy cable. So if you guys are, if there's folks out there that are struggling with making cables, this one is saying it's super easy. And I did read through the pattern. The pattern is very easy to make these cables. It's just doing a lot of back post. They're doing chain loops, back post to form the braid. It says even a beginner can do it. They're using size 4 Premier anti-pilling every day. Let's look here, size 5 hook, 4 skeins, so about 700 yards is what it's looking like. And it says it's for a confident beginner. I do like that. Isn't that pretty? If you're wanting to know the size, 18 by 18. Okay. Next. Another easy pattern, guys. Okay, now I read this and I was like, I was just going to skip over, but then I started, because I don't really like mittens. I don't think I've ever worn a pair, but the color reeled me in, and then it said magic mittens. See down there? It says her magic mittens. Let me straighten it up so you can read it. But apparently, so what they're doing with this is making the construction for beginners. And so you're making the mitten first, and then you're creating the thumb and then whip stitching the thumb on. And so a big problem with beginner people with crochet is that they have a hard time shaping the hand and making the thumb. Well, this one solves that problem. So guys, if you're wanting to make mittens and couldn't figure it out, right there's the pattern for you. Make it easy. Next, cute. Look at this guy. That guy is cute. I'll bring it up so you can see the pattern. There you go. Very cute pattern, and it is called the Crosses and Cables Poncho. That's what I was trying to get in, but it's white, so it's kind of hard to see. It is with 4 weight yarn, 42 by 22, using sheepy stonewash. And let's see, 82 yards, 18 balls, so 800, 1,200 yards, I think. That's cute. And look over here is the shape once it's done. So it isn't your standard rectangle shape, so that adds a little bit of interest, and that is why they're categorizing that as a medium. Just FYI for that. Let me pop over here. Cardigan. This is called the Icelandic Cardigan. Let me get it in there so you can see it. Look at those cuffs on that guy. This again is another intermediate. Colorful yoke sweaters, Icelandic knit. It says you can, if you don't knit, this kind of helps you make it look like you knit, but not. I'm not that big of a fan of the colors. I like orange, but I'm not digging the brown. But I like those cuffs. Look at those cuffs. Isn't that cool? So for those folks, again, up north who would like something like that, using a 4 weight yarn, Cascades 220 yards. It's hefty in the yarn department. It's about 1,600 yards. Not bad. All right. Another top. And this is the 3/4 sleeve, and this one's called the Tranquility top, and you can see some ribbing there at the bottom. Let me get you up there so you can see the the top. It's flattering classic piece that's perfect for all ages and sizes, and it's just made with 2 identical pieces and then put together. So it's going to be a boxy shape and then adding on the sleeves. It's a 2-row repeater. However, they're calling it an intermediate. So if you like that, that's something else in here. And we have a scarf. Sorry about that, I'm making you dizzy. This one's interesting because I looked at it and was like, oh, it's just a scarf. But they're saying it's the tree trimming scarf, and it's another intermediate because in here they're making ornaments. Within here it says ornamental balls and graceful garland. They're saying this is garland in here, the garland there, and then the balls, and they're trying to make it very Christmassy. So if this was in green and red, that would be a fantastic gift. Using size 4 weight yarn again. This one they're using Plymouth. 3 balls, so it's taken 600 yards to make that. I like this color combination, but it's not, I had to really think about it. I was wondering if they're calling it Christmassy. Why not use Christmas colors? But, you know, something else. All right. And then these guys. Now, this I had to look up. This is called Christmas crackers, and I'll read you the little write-up on it. It says, join in on a British tradition dating back to the 1840s with this tradition or this pattern for crocheted Christmas crackers. Fill the cracker with goodies and pull with a friend. Whoever gets the larger piece wins what's inside, or fill the cracker with a particular recipient in mind for a unique gift. So apparently, and over here in the pattern, it says you need a cardboard tube, and then you're pulling it apart, and whoever gets it wins. I'd have to read more about it, but I know that they've done this with other, like, I forget what they call it. We did it out west. We didn't use it for crochet. We would just use tubes, and we would twist the tubes and then tie them off and yank it, and that would be whoever got it won. All right, guys, that is part 1 of Crochet Exclamation Point 2021 version. I'll give you part 2 coming up. All right, guys, chat with you next time. Bye.